More than 5 weeks before the election, and this is the line for early voting in Northern Virginia.
I think Trump's the motivating factor.
I want to make sure my vote gets counted.
It's been like this every day since the polls opened. Fairfax County typically sees high turnout, but nothing like this.
Right now, we're anticipating a 90% turnout for Fairfax County.
Most will vote early, in person or by mail.
There's a lot of anxiety, right? And if you just do the right thing, I think the anxiety will be kind of reduced.
It's a very high-stakes election year, and it's my first time voting.
That we grant the last wish of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, which was to not be replaced until there's a new president in office.
This is amazing to me.
Supporters of President Donald Trump are just as anxious about the outcome.
He's done great for the country thus far, and I want him to continue to do so.
Some form of early voting is now underway in more than 24 states. Nearly half of eligible voters say they plan to vote before November 3rd.
I would walk through glass and hot charcoal and bare feet to make this election. I want my country back.
The result is that by Election Day, in many counties, a majority may have already cast their ballots.
Of the November 3rd U.S. presidential election, voters in Minnesota, South Dakota, Wyoming, New Jersey, Virginia, Michigan, and Vermont began casting their ballots early as officials looked to boost turnout and congestion at polling stations. However, many voters still had to wait in line for several hours, even while they were trying to avoid voting on Election Day due to fears over the pandemic. Despite boosted access to mail-in voting this year, it remains unclear whether many Americans trust the Postal Service to handle their ballot. On the day early voting began in Minnesota, both